If your split jerks make you feel like an infant giraffe trying to balance on a buttered up watermelon, listen up and I'll get you sorted out. First, choose the best lead leg. And no, there's no rule for this. It's not necessarily your dominant leg backward or forward, or the stance you'd kick a ball from, or ride a skateboard in, or whatever other clever things everyone wants to figure out. There's no reliable rule because there are way too many factors that influence which leg works better for each athlete. But here's the good news. You only have two legs. There aren't a lot of options to experiment with. So just try both and see which feels stronger and more stable. If it's not obvious, train with both for a while until it is. If you're desperate for a simple rule, the closest I'll give you is that your stronger leg should typically be in front. But remember that your stronger leg is not necessarily your dominant leg. Now, with your feet about hip width or slightly wider, kneel down into a lunge with your front shin vertical and your back knee under your hip. Then from there, push yourself straight up, keeping your front shin vertical until your front thigh is about 30 degrees relative to the floor and your back knee is slightly bent and behind your hip. Make sure your front foot is straight forward or turned in only slightly, and your back heel is lifted with the forefoot solidly on the floor, not just the toes, and that the back foot is in line with your leg. Stay balanced between your 2 feet with your trunk leaned forward slightly like you have a bar above the base of your neck, and that's the split position you should be aiming for every time you jerk. We want to move the feet as quickly and directly into the split as possible. Don't lift them up into outer space first and then stomp them back down. Think of almost sliding the balls of the back foot into place and stepping the front heel forward under the knee, lifting it enough to prevent it from landing early and short. And finally, remember your balance. It should not change from start to finish. You drive up and you push yourself down. Don't dive onto your front leg or reach your back foot so far back that it pulls your hips out from under the bar. There are 2 basic components to a solid split in the jerk. First is knowing and having adequately practiced and strengthened the correct split position. And second is balance and adequate power in the dip and drive. You can have the strongest, most technically perfect split position ever seen, but if you're not getting enough power to accelerate the bar sufficiently in the drive, or not balanced through the dip and drive, you'll never get to it. Likewise, you can have the greatest dip and drive ever, but if you have a weak split position that your body wants to avoid, or you simply don't know where your feet need to go, you'll never be able to capitalize on it fully. So make sure you're always focused on fixing the actual problem instead of training the part that's already good.